Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Love and Marriage DC. This is Season 2, Part B, Episode 12. I do appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. You can also share it. Also, if you are not already subscribed, go on and hit that subscribe button, and you can leave your comments below. All right, there are some things I do want to talk about. I'm still just kind of nervous at how to comment at certain things because it's like I know that my faves aren't getting along, and that just sucks to know the reality of things. But anyways, we start back where we finished off last week, and that was Irena and also Ashley. They were talking regarding to how things just kind of fell apart at the Christmas party, and they just wanted to hash it out. I don't think that both were listening to each other. They wanted to be right. Irena at this point was talking about coming down from 100. No, I can't come down from 100. My temper goes from 0 to 100. Even Jamie can't calm me down because Ashley's like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Let's stop this. She was being sensible at this moment. Ashley knows herself. I think that she's able to control herself with people that she respects. Other people would have just got the business, like I said on last week. But they come to some type of mutual respect to each other. You know, they want to continue the friendship. Ashley is in her confessional. She just says, I don't know where Irena stands. You know, she did give her the D, but she's at the point of, you know, where's loyalty at? I get what Ashley wants. Loyalty and not picking a side. I think you have to, at this point, trust Irena to be adult enough and fair enough in this whole situation. Because Irena was like, do you want to try to mend things? And Ashley said, you know, I've tried enough and I'm not going to try again. No. I don't blame her. And I don't blame how she feels even after the whole Christmas party. You came into my party being very disrespectful. And that's how things went left in the first place. Joy at least owes an apology for how she came into the party. If she still wants to stay mad about the whole marriage thing, fine. Fine. That's her right to do it. Whatever. So, we move on from there. So, Tyler's and Silva's, they are cool. But wait, there is more. All right, so there was feedback after an episode on part A. At this point, I think Ashley and Quick, they were talking about what was going on with Antonio and comparing how Antonio is right now to Jamie. And they don't want Antonio to go down the same path as Jamie. Jamie was bad. Or is bad, right? They said something along the lines that Jamie was bad. Well, little Jamie took offense to that. And he went straight to the internet. And that's not, and then they finally just had the feedback and just reaction to that. Ashley feels like, I don't think that Quick felt this way about him, but lines were crossed and we got to basically deal with it. Quick may act like he doesn't care, but it'll probably bother him, especially since it was done over the internet, and it's not like if you had a problem, you didn't come talk to me. And I think that's where Ashley's frustration with Gen Z is, you know. There was a tweet last night, and they were talking about, well, Ashley, you come to the internet with problems. I think Ashley comes to the internet after she has tried to work out problems, and since things didn't change, now she's expressing her feelings. I don't think that she avoids anyone. I think that she'll come to you right to your face about it. And now she's commenting about whatever the fallout is. Sorry. So she's going to talk to Quick and all that. Later on in the episode, the Tylers and the Silvas, plus little Jamie, who is a Tyler, is going to meet up. All right, so the next scene is Winter and Joy. They meet up and they start exercising. Now, Winter, you mean to tell me you put that blonde wig on your head. That's kind of like a helmet on your head to work out, and a full face of makeup. I know there's cameras there, and I know you want it to look right. I think in certain situations, I don't think the audience, well, I'll just speak for myself. I won't even talk about the audience. I don't care. You work it out. That's your you time to get your body together. I don't care if you don't have your makeup on or whatever. I would have had like a scarf or something on. I don't know if you were having a bad hair day or what, but that's none of my business. But I had to make a comment on that topic. Let's not do that again. So Joy and Winter, they start talking about she got kicked out of the party. And then Winter said, oh, I'm kind of the queen of being kicked out of parties. So welcome to the club. So Joy ends up saying, and I'm trying to understand why she said this, is that she came to the party to move on. She came to the party in peace. You know that's a lie, lady. You didn't even greet the host when you came into the party. You mean to tell me you came in peace, lady? Especially all this time, I'm not gonna go. She's my enemy. She's this, da 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 da. You came in peace when she's apologized a lot of times. And you chose a celebration of Jesus to come in peace to hash out stuff. If you can admit that you were messy, I could have more respect for you and admit what actually you came to do. You did what you did. Actually did what you did. But you know what you did. And you started a fire. I don't care what you want to say about it, but we're going to say what really was up. So they kind of are bonding on that. But Joy's like, yeah, it's time for us to just get together. So are you guys going to bond over the Ashley trials, or are y'all going to bond genuinely? All I can say from both women, don't get caught up in that mess, because y'all will just quote unquote trauma bond and not really develop a real connection. It'll be a connection, but it won't be authentic and pure. So we get done with that scene. What we're gonna go to next? We're gonna go. Ashley does call Irena, and they set up a time where everybody can come together, and little Jamie can just say what he needed to say. So everyone comes over. Oh, no. We need to back up. I'm not going there yet. Clifton meets up with Carmen. Carmen is from Ready to Love. She was competing with Joy to become Mrs. Petty. They're great friends, and she is her PR manager. She comes into the restaurant, gives him a hug, and says, "Oh, you smell good." And then she feels up on his face.
What up? What up, ooh. Smell that? It's called masculinity.
It's shinier.
Smell better or worse?
It smells better.
Okay. Now, someone who was interested in me, complimenting my smell, and now is touching me on my beard. What do y'all think? Because that's quite stepping over boundaries, don't you think? And then there was a comment that was made a little bit later. I think it was along the lines of, I could do anything for you, or something. I got the clip. So look at the clip.
So thank you for coming.
Of course, I'll do anything for you.
Oh, well.
Stop it.
Well then.
So you're telling me that y'all making these innuendo type of jokes, as I know that you'll brand it to be, with someone that's just a friend, someone that was competing to be Mrs. Petty. That is crazy. So anyways, we move on into this beard oil. We find out that Carmen, well, he wants to get the product out there, but there is a delay because they're waiting for the copyright. And Carmen said, well, that can take a while. You don't want to sell anything without the copyright. Now, unless what you have going on is someone, like you're using someone else's stuff, I don't see anything wrong, even without the copyright, that you can sell purchases. I don't know. If somebody could correct me, let me know. But anyways, he said he's going to do a soft launch and then go further. Carmen has offered herself to get the ball rolling to make sure everything's taken care of. later on in the episode, Clifton talks to Joy about, Carmen has offered, to take this off your hands. Joy was saying, I created everything. I got your images and all that, da-da-da-da-da. She did all the hard work. and I'm just saying it myself. She didn't say this. Now Carmen's swooping in to save the day, which I'm trying to understand, but whatever. But Joy just said, okay. But she's in her confessional almost like it is bothersome. It's how she articulates some of the stuff that she says. So I can't read her really well. I don't know. I do not know what's really going on, but that's not my business until I see something more in the episodes. But I also wanted to say something else. With all of these boundaries that are being crossed, as we're all seeing, why does Joy have such a problem with Black and Sherelle? Because you think, according to your friend, that you think that they cheated with each other on your friend. But y'all operating in something really weird, in my opinion. It's quite close, too close for comfort. But in your confessionals, you look uneasy and bothered by it, especially with her just taking over. But it was something you just rolled over and just said, okay. So that's on you. But I still want to see how this plays out. I have a thought as to why Carmen is here. And if we are thinking the same, you know where I'm going. But I'm going to wait a couple more episodes to see how she's actually interacting. I know how Irena feels. I know how the audience feels. We're going to see what's up. Anyways, okay, so now we move on to the Tylers and Silvas. They all come over. Jamie does come down, and he expresses himself. Quick, I think, first says, if you did have a problem, as a man, how come you didn't come to me instead of going to the internet? That's quite whack. Jamie says, I don't understand why I was used in any type of analogy that you had going on, describing me. Like, why didn't you use yourself? Why didn't you use you being shot and stabbed and all that? Why did I have to be an example? That did bother me. Quick is still explaining himself and still kind of like I'm defending his point. And he said that he was also defending him, little Jamie, because of what Big Jamie has said. Now, Big Jamie says, well, I'm his father, and I said worse than what you've even said to him. But I'm his father, and I can say that. And I'm like, I don't know about that. And I know that you're going to have an opinion about that, Jamie, because you're the parent and you think you can say this and that. But knowing that he's got some type of depression going on, I don't know if that was really suitable to actually say, Jamie. Or whatever the worst things you have said about him. I mean, you did get up on national TV and you called him a bum. The only thing I'm going to say this, I think you were right. If you needed to call out Quick on what he had to say, little Jamie, cool. But on social media, you didn't do your father the same way you did Quick. And he has said worse about you that has aired. So it's like, so that's, I can see where Quick is like, was this for clout or was this for that? Ashley was like, posting stuff on the internet, it allows people that don't have any business to chime in on business. That's not whatever. They can fan the flames. These stan accounts and obsessed people. Then you start interacting because you got your frustrations off. You start interacting with them. You start liking and feeding into that. And then it gets out of control. Especially if you have not spoken to the person that you really have the issue with. Now, afterwards, if things didn't go the way that you wanted them to go, then I can see you can express yourself in the way. If you just think that the relationship is severed or whatever, have at it, I guess, But especially if you haven't even come talk to me about how you felt, it can be a little punkish, little Jamie. And I'm still on your side. You were hurt, especially for people that you felt like were kind of aunt and uncle. And for that to be expressed, I get it. At the end of the day, they made amends. Jamie apologized for going to the internet instead of coming to him about the whole situation. So I'm glad that things did work out. I just hate how things are now. And I don't know what's going to happen, but it's so, I hate my faves fighting. It's so crazy. So anyways, they got all that together. Winter is laying down another track with Black. And Winter's sister, I forgot her name, but it starts with a C. Was it Kenton? I think it was. They start talking about her relationship with Yusha. And the sister was like, slow down. I mean, with your track record, y'all fall in love. and then things go left. She said, at least for the last two that I fell so easily in love with, they were kind of moving so fast into the future and planning a wedding and all this good stuff. But this one, she's more taking her time. And so it does seem different as far as the whole layout of stuff. I guess we found out that Yusha said that he loved her off screen, but he wouldn't say it on camera. When he said, I appreciate it. That's the red flag. Now, you know how I felt about Winter, but I don't like that stuff. Don't play around with that. So what do y'all think about that? Because I'm your secret love now. I mean, you getting shine because you're filming with me, but it seems a little bit opportunistic. What is the word? Opportunistic. I'm not saying it right. Sorry. You know the word I'm trying to say. It's just giving me those vibes. I'm still taking each episode by episode, but it's like, okay. All right, so we'll move on from that scene and we go on to Quick. Quick and Ashley, they are having their little moment, little flirtatious moment, but also saying that he has invited the guys to come to his other business venture. He owns some wrestling, I don't know if it's a wrestling team, but a place where you can wrestle at. And Ashley's like, you invited Clifton? Like, no, I invited the guys, and Clifton is a part of the chat, blah, 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 blah. Ashley said, oh, I guess it's okay, but she's still holding it in the back of her mind on what he has said, thinking that we're jealous of them. And I'm still trying to figure out what they would be jealous of. I mean, y'all had to hide your marriage. You lied to your boss. You lied to production. You lied to the audience. What are they jealous of? That you look stank at a woman that did nothing to you, but you think has done something to your friend? What is it? We have nothing. A beard oil? Is that what they're jealous of? Because you've been boring for a very long time. At least on season 2, since you started. You've been boring. Sorry. Anyway, so he invites everyone out, and they do this whole learning different wrestling moves. Clifton said he was going to sit out, but then all of a sudden his male ego got in the way, and he said, hey, I need to body slam this person because I can't have them looking at me kind of crazy, even though you just had back surgery. Sit your tail down, sir, because you are not 20, and things don't fall back into place really fast. But that's the end of my review. I enjoyed the episode. I really think DC is my favorite because it's kind of more real and raw. They may even break the fourth wall, which I don't even think is so intentional, but in order to make a point, they got to say things to make things make sense. And so far, people have been able to make amends where they need to make amends or whatever, or just say what they needed to say. It doesn't feel scripted. It doesn't feel just fake, you know? But anyways, tell me what you think of this episode. Tell me what you think of this throuple mess. Anything about Quick and Ashley, even how little Jamie is. I still defend Jamie. He was hurt. So at least everyone took accountability and they moved on. That's all that is. Big Jamie gonna feel the way he wants to feel. I don't agree with the whole situation, especially with how my parents, I don't have a relationship with my mom. And my father is deceased. And it's not of my doing. I don't know. But please let me know. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like and also share this video. Subscribe to my channel. And until the next one, peace.